Hello again and welcome to another Elliott Waves on Cryptos video, guys. Today is Tuesday. We have another sponsored video yet again from Huobi Global. Thank Huobi Global to bringing this video for free to you guys in my YouTube channel. As you well know, I started this partnership recently. We still need to get some people sign up. We haven't seen very good numbers. So if you suddenly see Tuesdays not 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 having me analyzing anything, just so you know, it means that the sponsorship is over, it's finished. I did talk last week and the week before about some very nice features that Huobi is using. That includes the bot trading, of course, that you can literally do DCA automatically, and they've got all the assets and all the particular, let's say, different types of contracts as well to trading, which are spot. You've got margin trading, you've got options as well, which is very interesting, as well as the derivatives. And the derivatives is what really interests me as well as the API, of course, because I'll be starting my trading signals fairly soon, either end of June or probably somewhere in July. And I'm going to be using the Huobi Global derivatives section to because it's not just going to be longs, right? There is no way I would ever create an algorithm and have it just trade in one directional market. There's no chance. So that is one of the things. That you've got also options trading, which I know very well as well, and I'm very happy to see that more exchanges are adopting options, because it's pretty much where I started. So and I have a few strategies that I will deliver to you, but I'm not promising it will be soon, but at some point I will do it. Let's not forget as well, guys, that they've got some promotions going on, which I'm going to show you in a minute. Okay, before, of course, we go to the analysis today for MATIC against the USD Tether, we're just going to spend a few seconds talking about what I've just said, pretty much to show you through the platform and what particular campaigns they have. They still run the 0.09% commission on spot trading, 0.07 that is if you hold Huobi. And although that I was like, that's crazy, then they have something else that is even bigger than that, and is very related to those of you guys who watch football, because I watch football too. So without further ado, and pan aside, let's just go quickly on the on a quick overview, and then we're gonna jump straight to the charts to analyze MATIC against the US dollar tether, so USD tether. And do not forget, guys, that this is not investment advice. Okay, this is just an opinion, educated opinion, if you'd like. So you can leave your comments on the comments section on YouTube. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But do not forget that on the rest of the days of the week, we also do other analysis, usually two pairs, right? And those, most cases, I would say, they come from you guys. You are the one who vote those which pairs I'm going to analyze. So if you want to have a say as well, you can subscribe, turn your notifications on, and participate in our community that is actually growing. Around 3,500 people now, guys, and thank you very much for this. And as you will know, I'm not really here to monetize or earn from you. So opening an account with Huobi Global, it's not even for me. It's pretty much for you, because you get back through me. You get that video. I don't earn anything. My invite code is just a simple invite code, and as I said before, express my opinion. Let me know what you've traded. Send me your account number. I will send you the commission back. It's like 30% of the commission, which is 0.09%, so you can understand. Anyway, let's go to Huobi Global for a minute, and then we jump to the charts, guys. So we are here, guys. As I said before, we have the trading board over here on the side. which to me is an amazing tool, but I haven't had an opportunity to use as much because the truth is that, you know, in these markets, I don't really trade a lot. What is the important thing for me personally, it would be derivatives, the futures, right? Options going forward, probably next year, I'm going to release signals on options as well. And the most important as well, you know, you've got the API, which I am currently working to converting my algorithms into a language that can work with an API integration, so that I can start testing over here. We'll go into a period of, you know, testing the signals in the live market and see what's up. Now, apart from this, usually I do use the trading view over here, but it's just a bit weird. Sometimes things are getting lost, and I would rather just to get my trading view back here to do the analysis. That's what we're gonna do. Now, as I said before, they have another surprise campaign. This is related to the Euro 2020 football, UEFA, yeah. They give up to 400,000. So if you just open an account, you participate in a 30,000 USDT, you know, share, and there is some other steps that you can do also to participate in the rest 370,000 USDT. I think you just have to trade over 1,000 USDT worth of tokens, any tokens. In the first case, you just simply have to open an account and do KYC. So I'm not sure why who wouldn't do that. I mean, obviously, you know, what are the chances of winning? But you never know, guys. You know, it's luck. And we're not here, though. We're not talking about luck. This is not a betting or anything, right? This is not investment advice. Go and, you know, go and trade in order to participate. Forget about this. What I'm saying is that here it is. You know, I will leave my invite codes under the video in the video section. You click that, guys. Then you also get something back from myself, because I get a commission from your commissions, and then I can return it back to you. Plus, we'll get the extra video on a weekly basis. And again, thank you, Huobi Global, for this. I hope it will keep going for a while. So let's now go to the charts. And now I'm just gonna drop my trading view over here. I'm just gonna go out a little bit just to show you guys what I've been looking at. Okay, we've done primary wave 2 down here, and we're looking at the end of wave 3 being up at the 2.71 all-time high, and we currently expect for wave 4 to end. There is, of course, a scenario here that wave 4 has already ended, okay, down here, but I'm going to show you what I'm expecting in that scenario after we talk about the main, because the main is the most important. Now, don't forget that the main scenario, guys, comes from the short term, okay? It always comes from the short term, because we have to see how markets develop, okay? And then we either continue to support the main scenario because we don't get an invalidation, or once we get the invalidation, we go to the alternative. So far, I am still going for the main, which is that wave 4 has not ended yet, okay? That's why I'm going to analyze it. I'm going to also show you the invalidation points as well, and then you can make up your minds. Now, wave 3 is done. We're expecting for wave 4, and then we expect for wave 5, which means there's more room to the upside above 2.71, obviously, right? And just to give you a hint or a tip, in cryptocurrency markets, it is usually wave 5, the 5 that extends, okay? So we might see wave 5 being equal to wave 3 or even larger. That doesn't necessarily mean that it happens all the time, but it's more often than not. Now, with the intermediate degree having ended up here, you know, what we've done, we've connected here we did our base channel by connecting 2, 4, and 3, yeah? And we have a low that prices can go down to, okay? I'm not saying that if we break below, I'm not saying that we cannot break below that level, okay? What I'm saying is that we can expect some sort of rejection near that level. But I wouldn't be surprised if we go lower, okay? Because we are in wave 4 of the primary degree, Okay, so I can expect prices to move lower. And since this is my 3, what we can do is draw a Fibonacci retracement over here, guys. And even, assume that the 13.2 Fibo is going to be our level. Because usually what you get is you get a deep correction in wave 2 and a shallow correction in wave 4. Now, doesn't mean we will get there. We've done the 23.6, which is the 78.4. So a valid break of that could send us down to the next Fibonacci retracement, which is the 36 cents, okay? Or anywhere below. Now, let me just, since we've talked about that now, go again down on the 1 hour chart and tell you what I am seeing. Last time we watched, we saw the analysis on MATIC. If you remember, I called this an ABC and an ABC, and I was expecting a 5-wave move down, right? And why is that? It's because, first of all, there's two things, right? First of all, we have a corrective structure, which is 1, 2, 3, and another corrective structure, which is 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we do know that usually, once we get 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, you expect another 1, 2, 3 again, and that is a WX and Y. That is one of the alternatives. Okay, the second, let's say, alternative, and I'm just going to leave it up here. The third alternative is going to be that we are bullish. Okay, but let me just leave that there and let me explain the main scenario first. I believe this is a flat. Last time we called it Y because the second and most important indication. Wave B corrected more than 90% of wave A. Okay, when that happens and you get a 3 in A and a 3 in B, then most likely that's an expanding flat. Now, or running flat. Now, the running flat, when we get, okay, let me show you the flat first. You've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the structure, okay? 3, 3, and 5. This structure is 3, 3, and 3, okay? Now, over here, it means that we're expecting for 5 waves down. As I said, we did expect that in my last video. You can visit my channel and have a look at that and also other videos if you want. What does this mean? That 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But then you might say, well, wave 4 is overlapping with wave 1. How can you call that a 5-wave move to the downside? Well, it's still a 5-wave motive wave, guys. We don't necessarily need an impulse. We need a motive wave, okay? And in this particular scenario, I can tell you it's okay to call this an ending diagonal. Why? Because you might ask, can we have an ending diagonal in wave C, which is a simple correction? Yes, we can. Because wave A or wave B, okay, are not complex. We are allowed one complexity, okay, over a particular pattern. This is the same in the unending diagonal, in the triangle pattern, or anything else, okay? So in triangles, for example, WX and Y, in triangles, for example, we can have a WX and Y, yeah? For that, ABC, ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm expecting an open diagonal pattern, if you hadn't understood. Okay, what I'm looking here is WX and Y in wave 1. This is my complex wave for the ending diagonal. Ending diagonals, guys, always have 3 waves between the higher degree structure. So wave 1 is 3 wave, 2 3 wave, the 3 is 3 wave, the 4 is 3 wave, and we can expect the 5 to be 3 wave. Okay. Now, that is the current structure I see. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And 4, well, we can go even higher. Doesn't necessarily mean, even if we cross wave 2, it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen, right? It can be an open variation. I just think that because of this structure, we've got A and B, and here it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to get 5. But let me actually confirm that. We need to check, excuse me, we need to check wave 3 is not the smallest. Okay, it's actually literally just a tiny bit bigger. So this could be an ending diagonal, okay? Like wave C could be an ending diagonal over here, guys. That means that soon we can expect prices to move lower. If it's not an ending diagonal, it could be a case where this is A and B over here. I'm going to get 1, 2, 3 again, which means that is going to be, well, a WX and Y, but we cannot have a WXY. We already have that in wave 1, right? So don't forget, this is going to be a leading diagonal A to me, it looks like, yeah? That is the B, and that can be, well, 1 and 2. Then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's 3, then 4 and 5. So we can literally go higher up. We can even go back to 190 or so. Now, should we move lower down? And because of the structure, right? That's the 1, the 2, and the 3. And the 4, let's say. So we expect another wave down, right? That means that we can go down to $1, guys, okay? That would make this the running flat variation, because there's two variations, running flat and expanding flat. Okay, running flat usually ends at the 23.6 of of A. Okay, so it's very logical, that reasonable to assume that this is a good level. Also because we are going to have a false break outside the base channel, plus we're not going to have a new low, which it's making sense because MATIC, as I said before, it looks quite bullish, okay? Either way. Now, if this is going to be the expanding flat variation, it means that this is going to be 1 over here, guys. We're going to get 2, then we're going to get 3, then 4, then 5. So you can understand that would be my ABC over here in 1. And that, of course, is going to get us much lower down. But I'm not going to scare you. Okay, let's keep it there for now for the main scenario. Okay, second scenario, ABC, that's W. ABC, that's X. And we're going to get another ABC, that's Y. Or it can be ABC, and then it can be a D and a E or something. Actually, no, it cannot, because apologies for this, because we're in Y. So it can be an ending diagonal again, wave Y, right? So we can get exactly the same end over here. But this time we will be expecting for wave C to go close to the previous low. Okay? Because well, it's not any variation that we can get away without moving lower down, right? Because it's a W, X, and Y. W, X, and Y means that we can get Y perhaps to the 61.8 or so, okay? Let's have a quick look. 109, but waves Y of a W, X, and Y combination usually do the 78.6, okay? So 88, I wouldn't be surprised. But also not surprised if we go below the previous low, which is more likely to be a case if this is W, X, and Y, okay? The closest alternative of this alternative is that this is going to be, you've got the W, you've got the X, so we're expecting Y, or we did Y, and then we're going to get WXY, then X, and then Z, or something like that. Yeah, that's going to be a triple zigzag. However, we're not going to get Y being here, okay? It means that we're going to break lower down, then we're going to move up, and then we're going to move lower down, which means we are going to stay here for a few more months, okay? And then I'm just looking at this to see if we can have a different wave Y over here. I'm just looking at this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perhaps that could be, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That means that this could be wave A, then we could get wave B, and then we could get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave C. Okay, so we'll have another ABC like that, and Y. Yes, this is actually a likely scenario to play through. Now that's for these two, and then the last scenario, guys, and why the last is the bullish one, you might ask. It's because for now I know that I did the 90 Fibo, yeah, of wave A. I know that I'm still haven't really crossed above that level. So as long as I'm below that level, I still remain that this is not bullish yet. Okay, that's why. So that scenario though is this. That's an ABC, and we ended wave 4 here. This is my wave 1. This is a correction in wave 2. and then this is either 1, 2, we're gonna get 3, 4, and 5, yeah, or it's going to continue a little bit lower down, but still that's gonna be 1, that's gonna be 2, which means we're gonna head back up for wave 3 in either case. So it means that we are now in a bearish correction, but in the larger degree we are moving higher up in a 5-wave move. Okay, so I hope this makes sense, guys. And just to give you a summary, I am expecting a running flat variation in wave 4 to take us a little bit further down to around the $1 mark. We could extend a little bit lower to take the previous low out or not. Or we could have already ended this expanding flat, this running flat variation over here, and then it means that we're gonna start moving up multistructurally. Alternative scenario, this is a W, X, and Y. We're gonna get down again and then move higher up. And the second alternative is that this is ended down here. This is one, this is a correction, and we're gonna move higher up. Okay, guys, so this is all for MATIC, and thank you again for watching. As I said before, do not forget signing up to Huobi is going to give you more with Huobi Global, not me. Obviously, it's gonna take more of my time, to be honest, to prepare that video, but I'm happy to have this sponsorship going. But you know, obviously you're gonna have to assist with that, and sign up, turn notifications on, not sign up, subscribe, turn notifications on. I'm gonna put the next poll for the next video up very soon. Make sure you don't miss it, and do not forget, no financial advice. Don't respect the rest of the people in the comment section, and don't offer financial advice to the others, please. Okay, guys, thanks, and we'll speak again in a couple of days on Thursday.